Okay, rебята. Okay, guys. This is Sam from Tinman Elite. This is his first global championship. Sam, how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels great to be here. To be the first member of Tinman Elite to make World Championships is so important, for our team. We're very young and all new to the sport. We're the new kids on the block, so for me to be here and to show all the guys on the team that this is the standard, this is where we want to be, this is where we want to competing, is a privilege. So yeah, super excited about it.
The best thing about Tinman Elite.
Oh, what do I think the best thing about Tinman Elite is? Just the team culture. There's such a, we keep things really fun. Like, we want to show kids that, and just everyone, that you don't have to take the sport too seriously, even at the highest level. We just have fun with it, and we just enjoy each other's company. Yeah, I just love being around these guys all the time. It's just so much fun.
So you are a bunch of the young guys, and you have you are rocking pro team. Athlete, but maybe like Nike Oregon project or Bowerman Club, but you have your own culture, like a YouTube channel. Why did you do it?
Yeah, we just wanted to connect with the future generation of the sport and everyone in the sport. I think basically, when I sat down and we started Tinman Elite, we basically all told ourselves that running fast is not enough anymore. That's great. That's one piece of it. But to really connect, make a difference, and leave a legacy and leave the sport better than where we found it is what's really important. And we thought that the way to do that was to tell our stories, be vulnerable, not be afraid to show people what our daily lives are actually like. People go up to altitude and they just hide and they post a few nice pictures of them striding out, but they don't show people like who they really are. Just because there always comes criticism with that, and there's backlash with it. You never know what someone's going to misinterpret. And we kind of opened the doors up to that, and I think that's kind of where we've had success, is that people know that we're a good presence and we're good people for the sport to push it forward. Yeah.
Nice. Who is the brain of Tinman Elite media?
I run a lot of the creative direction. I work on all the product stuff, like the hat that we make here and the backpack and everything like that. So we all work together on creating the content. But Max McNearney was our intern last summer, and he was doing all of the photos and videos and creating the YouTube channel and everything. So it was basically like my dream to make the YouTube channel and bring that to life and tell that story like that. But he's the one who actually made it. He's the one who was in there putting in the hours editing, as you know, is a lot of work. So hats off to Max for crushing that last year. First time he ever did anything like that.
What is your inspiration? The whole team. You watch some videos from another teams or something like that?
Honestly, no. As far as like, the inspiration really came from, one documentary that we love is called Momentum Generation. It's like a surfing documentary, and it's just this like beautiful story of these group of surfers that came together, and like it was like Kelly Slater, Rob Machado. It was like all the best surfers in the world, but it was like before they were the best in the world, they were just a group of kids who went to Hawaii and just went all in on surfing. And that's what we've done in Boulder, is we moved to a place and we've 100% dedicated ourselves to our craft, and we're having a fun time doing it. And that's what they did too. And because of that fun, just carefree attitude that they brought towards their sport, they were able to reach the highest levels, and that's a huge inspiration for us to do the same with running now for us.
Oh, so this is the axe on your logo. Who was the whose idea it was?
Yeah, so it was a design concept by myself, and the artist was Bobby Peavy, a friend of mine. So basically, like, when I sat down with the guys at Tinman Elite, we basically wanted to, there's more to this than just the axes. We wanted the symbols to be a symbol of hard work. When you think of an axe, the first thing that you think of is blue collar, like hard work. There's a sharpness to it, and we also want it to be sharp and precise. Every single time that you hit a log, every single time that you're working on a tree, you have to hit that correctly every single day, day in and day out. So we wanted to do an axe, and the first design was actually just one axe like this. But then we realized that there was one element missing, and that was like the teamwork, the team camaraderie, that culture that we have. So then we actually added the second axe, and just so happened made like beautifully like a T like this also to represent the Tinman Elite, and to show that we always have each other's backs no matter what through this process.
The hardest part of your preparation to the world champs?
Dealing with the Achilles. I just like after Germany, it's been such a long year, and there's been a lot of people that I know are banged up here also, like not 100% because it is so late in the year. It is October now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No one usually runs this fast or has to run their best race of the year in October. They usually get to run their best race in July. And that's, for us as athletes, is a huge, huge difference when we do give everything day in and day out, when all of a sudden you have to add in another 30 days to that. And me being the rookie in this World Championships game, my body definitely was affected by that. But I had great support, you know, from like my mom to come out and keep me going. So yeah, definitely next year the whole preparation will be focused on feeling and being my best in Tokyo, and then in Paris for the European Championships also.
The last one question. When you decided to go abroad to study and training, and why you made this decision?
You mean after I graduated?
Yeah.
Yeah, so after I graduated, I had previously worked for Adidas, and I didn't know if I wanted to go start working or if I wanted to keep running. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. And I think the best thing to do is not to force yourself into a situation, is to really take time in your life. I think people too often feel like they finish school or finish university and they have to get a job right away. They have to have their life figured out right away. Where sometimes the best thing to do is just to take a step back. And just take time for yourself to think and explore new things and learn new things and see where that takes you. And that's what I felt like I needed to do, so I ended up traveling, and along the way that's when I bumped into Drew Hunter and we started talking about moving to Boulder, and all of a sudden I was able to use like the two things that I couldn't decide between, was working for Adidas and using Adidas as this creative outlet for like designing and creating content and doing all the things I wanted to do, and also run at the same time. So I'm able to do both those things, and that never would have happened unless I took that time to reflect and think. So for any of you out there that are lost or don't know what to do with their life, maybe it's a good thing. You never know. Maybe it's for a reason, and you just need to embrace that unknown, and you never know what's going to come of it if you embrace it rather than freaking out and forcing yourself into a new situation. All the best.
Thanks, Sam.